Wintertime bass fishing. We got 45-degree water temps, and you get some nice fat, healthy largemouth bass on a square bill crankbait. Mike McKinstry with Bassquatch Hunter TV here. So it's about 39 to 40 degrees today. It's pretty cold out. We are in the very end of October, and I wanted to get some fishing in before the season completely shuts off here. So I decided to come out today. It is a little bit windy. I'm being pushed around at like 1.5 miles an hour, and fighting some chill, but the fish are still biting, so the fish do not care what temperature it is or how windy it is. So I've been throwing a chatterbait right now. I've already caught a couple fish on my square bill, the Bassquatch Hunter pattern square bill, which always does good. And now I'm throwing my chatterbait with a Hog Z for the trailer. So I'm slow rolling the chatterbait over some weed beds. And as you can see with my reel, I'm doing a pretty fast retrieve because I'm going over top of weed beds. So I've had a couple little bumps on the chatterbait, but I haven't caught a fish yet. So the day is still young. Plenty of time to catch fish. But one thing I wanted to go over is the difference between the square bill and the chatterbait, because those are the two main baits that I'm using. I'm using my Bassquatch Hunter pattern square bill from Burn Custom Baits, and I am using my 1/4 ounce original chatterbait from Z-Man. And as you can see, I added the new hog for the trailer. It's kind of like a split tail trailer. So right now I'm throwing the chatterbait because I am in heavy vegetation. I'm in 14 foot of water, and there's only about 3 feet of water on top of the weeds. So the weeds are coming up about 11 feet off the bottom. So that's when I throw a chatterbait, because a chatterbait, I can work through a weed bed pretty easily. I can work on top of the weed bed pretty easily. But with a square bill, I'm going down 4 to 6 foot with a square bill, and I will get tangled in weeds all day. So that's the first thing I do to decide when to throw a square bill versus when to throw the chatterbait. Oh, shit. That one hit hard. Cold water. It's about 35 degrees out here today. Nice, steady, freezing, frigid, cold wind, which is not fun. I didn't bring gloves today, so my hands are pretty cold, and I've been catching pike all day, so my hands smell like pike slime on top of that. But I'm switching back and forth from my Bassquatch Hunter pattern square bill, and I'm throwing that at about 5 or 6 foot. When I get a little bit deeper, around 12 foot, I throw my red craw lipless crankbait from Burn Custom Baits. And then right now I'm on a smooth bottom at 9 foot, so I'm throwing my Ned rig from Z-Man with the 4-inch finesse one, which I just pulled a pike out of the water on. So, nice solid winter fish. Square bill and the Bassquatch Hunter pattern gets a nice bass in the wintertime. Nice fat bass. You always got to remember though, in the wintertime, when it comes to cold water, slow your baits down. Slow your retrieve down. So on the square bill, I retrieve just fast enough to have that tight wobble. On the chatterbait, I'm retrieving just fast enough to have that wobble. The net rig, I'm letting it sit as long as I can before I pop it and move it. And the lipless crankbait, I am moving literally as slow as I possibly can without it sinking too fast. And that's how it's been working for me the last 2 times on the water. And I'll be out a couple more times this week too. So same techniques: net rig, chatterbait, square bill, lipless, and see if I get some fish in the